Hey YouTube, I picked up this oil suction pump on eBay for about $24 to do oil changes with the boat. It comes with the pump itself. It hooks up directly to a 12-volt source. I just happen to have a small little battery here for demonstration purposes. Hook it up to it. The on and off switch in the back. And it's got a rotary vane type pump in it, so it's not good to run it without some type of oil source for it, i.e. what you're pumping. It recommends, it's good for diesel, motor oil. They say some gear oil is a little too thick for it. The viscosity is a little too thick. They don't recommend trying to pump gasoline with it because it doesn't have any lubricative properties for the pump itself. So it also comes with two little hose clamps, and then your two hose tubes here. One's a little larger, one's a little smaller. This one recommended for smaller diameter hook onto it to stick down in your dipstick tube to reach the bottom of your oil pan, and this would be your discharge. And so it comes with two hose clamps. Just put them on there and hook up your power source, run it down your dipstick tube there, start extracting your oil. I'm going to try and use it for some other things, oil changes. Like I've got a side-by-side ATV that it's kind of difficult to reach the drain plug under the skid plate, and then you can potentially make a mess for it, especially with the front and rear differentials. So I'm going to give it a whirl and see how it works. So it wasn't a bad little purchase for $24 on eBay, and make life a lot easier, especially with your marine applications, trying to get that oil out where you don't have to put it down in your bilge and figure out how to get it out from there. So, alright, so this is the inlet and discharge switch on the back. It's supposed to be a self-priming pump, but just without anything in it, no oil on there. It doesn't have a ton of suction the way it is. So we'll take it out, hook it up to some oil, and see how it works. If it's got a pretty decent flow rate, how much suction it creates. Alright YouTube, this is a 2-for-1 inside this video here. We're going to try this oil pump out for the first time, and then if you're watching this as a Commander owner, we're going to try and siphon out the oil from this Commander here, and we're going to put it into this jug down here. It's a 2-quart, and we're going to see how much engine oil we can suck out. We know that the Commander calls for about 2 quarts, 2.2, depending on who you talk to, whether you have a filter change or not. So we've got the dipstick out, got our siphon tube here, and run it in far down as we think we can get it, and we've got the suction hose attached here and the discharge tube here. Let's run it into the bucket. I'm trying to do all this one-handed, so bear with me. And got just a little small 12-volt battery here, and see how it works. And we're pumping. Not bad. A little finessing here, trying to get all we can out. I'm going to call that good. It's over the 2-quart mark, and I was just a little bit over the full mark on the dipstick. And just for your information, I just taken the machine for a ride, got the oil nice and warm, let it sit long enough to get the seat pan and side covers out on both sides. I'm going to do some service to the CVT and some other things while I'm in here, also to include the differentials. So let's see if we can turn it around a little bit. So here's the 2-quart mark right here, and so what's left in the filter, who knows. So Alright guys, we got this thing going with the gearbox oil down here. Making a little headway. Sometimes you kind of have to finagle it to get the right angle. And I know why they say for the maker of this pump that they don't really like it to pump gear oil. It's pretty thick, you can hear it really putting a load on this pump compared to when I use it to pump out the motor oil. It really loads it up pretty good. Yeah, the motor still a little warmth to it. But I don't feel bad about it if it's cavitating here and there, getting some air bubbles, take the load on and off. Stuck in there a little bit. There we go. I think that's about all we're going to get. Let's see how much we got. About level. Let's see here. Looks like I'd say about 3/4, 2/3 of a quart. Okay guys, I really appreciate your viewership. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. And as always, thank you for watching.